Hi everyone, and welcome to another daily video from Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle. My name is Ricky Hayes. Today's video is going into my first winning product, okay? Based on the feedback that I've gotten from the community, that everyone just wants to know more and more about Facebook, which is fine. I've decided to do more videos about that. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so firstly, I want to disclose that this store does not exist anymore. Community gift store. It was my first with my first winning product. It was a general store, which to this day actually still work. Don't worry. But I didn't know what I was doing really back then. Like I've always loved. At the time on that store, I actually did use Shoptimized. I did actually buy that theme. I'm not a huge fan of the theme. It does have its perks. The latest version 5.0 has enhanced a lot. But again, Brooklyn works fine. And you can see here, like I was all over the shop. Frankly, all over the shop. And I don't even know what I was doing at the time. It was a real learning curve. If I go back here to the campaigns, you can actually see that I spent, from what it says, $700, $725 for 933. Now, I don't actually recall if I actually got more than that or not, but you can see as a whole, it is not profitable. I only made 0.9. Now, you can see here that this product did actually extremely well. It's just that I didn't know what I was doing. And you can see how things like the back end with optimization, you know, apps like Wheelio, Ali Reviews. I use Yo for sales pop. There's a number out there, but I use Yo. The conversion pirate checkout hack. The add to cart button shake. The second add to cart button. You know, all these little conversion things. I'm sorry, I don't remember off the top of my head. Would have definitely helped with this product. Now, what you can see that's amazing, I can't actually remember the exact time that I launched these, but you can see how I actually had a PPE campaign and it actually had 5 orders. Right? I don't remember if that's where I started or not, but you can see I was actually running a PPE campaign. CPM was $1. Okay, I don't look at CPM much, but I wanted to throw this in here to at least give everyone sort of full clarity. You can see add to baskets, etc., etc. And you can actually see that I think it was older people were buying it for their grandchildren. Yes, that's right. So you can actually see for some reason, so I actually had a 6.8 ROAS for 65 plus. So they were buying it for their grandchildren. And look at that CPM, $1.75, frequency 1.14, and 21 cents cost per click. And that's on PPE. So you expect that, okay? But it was just doing well. I was getting so many view contents. It was just insane. But you can see as a whole, I think I actually got more. But anyway, I don't remember if I named all my campaigns correctly. But you can see how only 23 orders across these campaigns. I tried DPA, and it just did not work for this product. As a tip, I do find that if you are running a video, I should have disclosed this. If you are running a video, you should try and use video view retargeting ads, okay? So if you can use that, that's where you want to be. But let's have a look anyway. So you can see here that I did retargeting there too, and it didn't work. I think, let's have a look. Much lower CPMs, as you can see, as opposed to the DPA. Yeah, it was VC. I was targeting VC worldwide. Very similar to DPA. As you can see, VC worldwide. I was targeting Facebook and Messenger for some reason. And I was using 7-day click. So I don't know why I wasn't using 1-day click, but that's what I was using at the time. No add to baskets. And so my retargeting just was not working. Retargeting works really well, and it confused me. It always confused me. You can see here I tried add to cart, purchase pixel. For some unbeknown reason, I decided to turn this one off as well when I spent $21 for 11 cents clicks for 3.5 ROAS. Now, I don't remember, did I optimize this? I don't know if I actually optimized it. But if I were to look at it, only 2 orders, but again, it's been $21 profitable. The product I think was listed at $34.99 or something like that. Anyway, and so you can see here 10 cents on add to cart. Add to cart, and that works. For some reason that was only had 1 click, but anyway, if I hadn't spent much, you can see how I could have optimized for that. I can't remember the country. Was it United States? Yes, it was. Impression device was iPhone, and platform was Facebook. Okay, so back then I wasn't really targeting Instagram much because I just didn't think it worked well. Instagram works well. I'm going to be making more videos on I've touched a lot on DPA, and I love DPA. It works really well for me, and it works well for a lot of other people, but I want to touch on custom audience retargeting for videos as well, which is what's coming in the future. But you can see how silly I am. Look at this. This was this store was at least 6 months ago now. At least 6 months. I honestly don't remember. But you can see I was onto really a winning product. I listed, I'm pretty sure actually it was $29.99 or something. I should have had it at $39.99. It cost me $14. And I wasn't using the 3 times that, I should have at least had it at $39.99. I was, I believe, doing bulk order discounts, but it wasn't working that well. And I could have just done so much more. I was just not good enough. And I was spending $7.50 a day. This is definitely a product that was huge, and I missed out. At the time, you can also see that it seems that I tried, I think, a custom conversion. Yes, I did. So, custom conversions is another video in the future, okay? As a brief outline, custom conversion is, so you know how you got purchase, add to cart, view content, all those conversion types. You can make a custom one around a specific product. The idea is meant to be that by doing that you're optimizing not just until you choose purchase anyway, but you're optimizing for purchase for a specific product. So what that means is that in theory, Facebook will optimize even better, because not only are you optimizing for purchase, you're telling Facebook that you've got a purchase pixel just for this single product. So it's going to really hammer that home. I found that's negligible. At the end of the day, what you want is a purchase. It really doesn't matter. Facebook, I find, because I think I split test this, and it made very little difference. There's an infinite number of factors. I wasn't able to do it. So you can see here, but this is obviously the main one where I spent the bulk amount of money. You can see that was profitable. Some reason I turned this off when it was profitable. I had 6 purchases with 10 added baskets. CPM $6 on purchase pixel. 7-cent link clicks. What the fuck was I thinking? Oh my god. I should have just left those on. I think what I did is I probably got scared. I don't know. I probably just got scared. And I don't remember. Because I was probably making all these other campaigns. Probably for split testing, maybe. Okay, so I was split testing because... But I don't know why I killed that one. 45.54. You can see the other age range. See, you can see the split testing. I found that iPhone was doing better, so I made it so it's only iPhone 3%, and split test the different age demographics. You can see how the cost per click went up as a whole. And so it's actually funny. See, look at this. Like I was actually narrowing it down and did worse with less money than one that I didn't narrow down. So you can see how it makes a difference. Now, don't worry, I'm going to get to showing you the actual ad. I'm sure a lot of you want to see it. But you can see why I split tested. I mean, what the fuck? Come on, Ricky. Oh, that's so disappointing. Jesus Christ. Yes, that's why. Because I did have it at $29.99. And then when it converted, that's what it was in Australia. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, obviously, gender was female. Again, platform was Facebook. I should have targeted this to Instagram. And again, what is embarrassing is that this audience, I believe, 3% of what? 3% view content? I suspect. Yes. 180 days VC to the US. Some reason it doesn't show the reach. At the time, I used excluding, which I can't remember what that stands for. People that engaged with it and people that watched 3 seconds. I don't really do that much anymore. I don't really care for that level of overlap. And I actually, at the time, narrowed it down because it was like a pretty large lookalike. I think it was still only a couple of mil. But at the time, I used to narrow it down. Now I don't. I prefer to have as much audience as possible. I was using one day click at that point, which by looks of it helped. And you can see just how silly I was. It's just like, why did I do this? Why? I look back, and it's actually just quite funny, isn't it? You know, I don't see any reason to hide this. I made a fuck up. You know, like 4.23 ROAS. But overall, I just continually stuffed up. What I should have been doing, and what I would have done now, is I would have flat duplicated this multiple times. I wasn't using automated rules back then. I would have just flat duplicated it, and then just used my automated rules to bump it up, and just keep bumping it up. And between all the ad sets, it would have just covered each other. I should have had it as $39.99 US, which would have been about 50 Australian. My ROAS would have been substantially higher. This is by far the most frustrating part, because funnily enough, if you are interested in doing this, I can't actually find it on AliExpress. The reason being is because someone else stole my exact ad, and they got, I believe it was around 80 million views. They stole the ad because I spent a bit of time with the header and footer. The video, I just modified it in Camtasia. The ad copy really worked well with the audience, and the description, everything, it was just perfect. What can I say? It was a fuck up and a half. But what can I do about it? I can cry. Yeah, I'll still cry. But am I going to move on? Yes. So look at that. I mean, just 7-cent cost per click on purchase pixel is ridiculous. And look at that, 6 cents. You know, 6 cents. Why did I do this? Like, I decided to split test rather than just duplicate. And you can see how at times when you split test, it actually has an adverse effect. Again, just when it's doing well. Something like this, I'm presuming most of you, I mean, it was $5 add to basket, but that was because I wasn't optimizing my website properly back then. I could have done much better job. I probably could have got that to like $2 add to basket, and then more sales, and then this, and then I should have been doing upsell. I wasn't doing upsells in like the cart page, in-cart upsells at the time. That was embarrassing. I just wasn't doing enough. I could have easily have made this probably one of my most profitable campaigns, but I was new. This was my first winner. I was like getting inundated with view content. Look at all of them. So much, just so much, and it was ridiculous. And I was more into that than, you know, I still didn't have enough add to baskets at the time, and I was focused on the wrong things. Okay, I had a winning product. I should have just duplicated it, left it running, and used an automated rule rather than seeing how I manually did it. And it would have just slowly scaled up, retained a decent ROAS. I would have gotten absolutely insane sales. I was getting ridiculous sales. And the person that stole word for word what I did has obviously made a killing, because they then sold like the elephant one. They then did something else with it where they got like a freebie. I remember looking at their website, I'm like, son of a bitch. But you can see here, this is what it was. Like this was more a want item, and admittedly I could have done much better. I could have done much better with this. Your baby will love Teddy Bear Peekaboo Bear. Limited stock, 50% off. Get it for your baby today. I used Google URL, shorten the URL, and share and tag a friend. Obviously you can't do that anymore, but you can see how this is before Facebook made those changes you could previously do, which you now can't, which is crap. Like if I were to do it today, I would say, your baby need a new furry friend. Our Teddy Peekaboo Bear will get them laughing. Something like that. And then, you know, 50% off today, free shipping worldwide. Get it for your baby. I actually kind of like that. Get it for your baby here. And then, obviously, without the share and tag a friend. But you can see why this did so well. It's funny, isn't it? It's adorable. So, the reason I was getting such cheap cost per click is women found this really funny, cute, adorable. I absolutely loved it. And I found this because someone else had it and it wasn't getting much engagement, but I thought this is such a good product. Women, like, it's a want and need. You know, like the baby needs that stimulation, that fun, and parents and grandparents love to buy their kids and grandkids these type of things. They're funny. And I'm sure that you're all finding this a bit funny as well. You can see what I mean by that. Like, I could have really pushed this higher, and frankly, just reviewing this pisses me off. You can see my Pixel ID. I don't really use it. I don't even. But you can see how I had 706 comments. So I was copying the post ID, and it had heaps of engagement. I need this, love this, sharing it with friends, etc., etc. But the back end results weren't that good. Okay. So what my point here that I'm also trying to relay is basically, engagement means nothing if you're not getting sales. Everyone talks about the likes. Look at those likes, those comments, and I still wasn't able to get many sales. The back end of Shopify is where you make the money, all right? This is why I put such emphasis that doing your ads is important, all right? It takes time, and it's a skill. It's a skill to acquire. However, what Facebook's objective really is to drive traffic to your website. Your website, whether it's like a ClickFunnels landing page, whether it's like a Builderall landing page, a Zipify pages landing page, or a Shopify landing page, it really does not matter. The point is that Facebook's goal is to drive traffic that will help you get your objective. Okay, once someone's clicked the ad, then Facebook's done its part in finding people that are likely to buy. Okay, then it's up to you with your website, because it's your website. And that you make sure that the website is what they would expect. You know, you need to watch my previous videos on store reviews, join my group on Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle. I've done store reviews live, and it all makes a difference. I guarantee if I had the opportunity to redo this from scratch and it was getting this data that it was getting then I would have easily made this into a 5 to 10K a day product. Okay, I would have made this into a 5 to 10K. That's how confident I am in doing this now, because I would have just flat duplicated it and just kept doing that. I would have done better retargeting. You know, DPA ads, I would have done it on my... See, I did it on specific that. I would have done it for some reason on... I did it on that specific product. I would have just chose my whole catalog because people were looking at my whole website. That would have helped with conversion. So I would have done better ad copy to get them back. Better discounts. You know, apps like Recart. More emphasis on Klaviyo with abandoned cart emails and campaigns. Wheelio, I would have optimized that better. Sales proof. Just so much that I did not do. And it's disappointing. It's frustrating and disappointing. But you're seeing firsthand just how much... What I mean when I say is that video was ripped, okay? That was a ripped video, and I just did that stuff myself. I found that, you know, peekaboo monkey thing. And it really engaged people. 6 to 7 cent cost per click. Everyone would, if I was evaluating that myself from someone else's perspective of like, you are stupid to turn that off. I didn't even target Instagram. I didn't even have an Instagram account, which is so disappointing. And you know, this would have killed it on Instagram as well. You know, baby niche is very popular on Instagram. I had so much room for growth here. However, I cut myself short, and this is what my first winning product was and would have guaranteed probably been the best, one of the best products that I would have ever marketed if I knew what I did today. But unfortunately, I didn't, and I killed it. And then I tried other products, got slight little wins in that, but nothing like this. And then for some dumb reason, I decided to come back and try it again, and it just did not get the same result. I missed that window. Okay. Once you get that traction, this is why people see, like I notice on YouTube and that, the people that get the most engagement is all around people who are like showing their flashy Facebook ads and their ROAS and all that shit. But in order to get that ROAS, you need to have a good website, right? You need a good website. It's just necessary. You know, for instance, that's why it's important with your URL. If you send them to the wrong page, well then you might get insane engagement, but you're not getting sales. Like, well, what's going on here? It's important that you know this stuff. This is why everyone wants to ask about Facebook, and I agree, that's important. However, at the end of the day, what Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, any of these social platforms is that you're paying them to get paid traffic. All right, and then once they've sent that traffic to you in the form of a person, then it's up to you to really squeeze them and really encourage them to buy. So my point with today's video is watch my other videos. I go into in-depth about how I make ads and why I don't spend much time on them, because you can spend all day, but again, it's your website that makes you the real money. It's your website that does the bulk work. That's where you should be spending 90% of your time. Okay, you jump into Facebook, optimize your ads, and leave it, and you're out. You kill, you optimize, you're out. You kill, you optimize, start new ones, you're out. Stuff like that. And I know it's hard, especially when you're starting out. I can understand. I've been there. But my point is that if you find something that resonates with you, whether it is a want or whether it is a need product, make sure that it just resonates with you, that you can see why. I can see why people like this product. I can really see it. And I'm sure most of you that are watching this can as well. So my point is, use Facebook, do your research, keep it simple, work on your store. You know, work on your store. There's not a day that I'm still not looking at my store and working on it, okay? Sorry, I just keep getting messages. It's very important to me, my store. And I'm disappointed just doing this review. But you can see, you know, I only had a 1.01 frequency too. So it was like, had so much room for growth, and it was just disappointing. Yeah, very disappointing. But I could not lift it off the ground. But if I look back, it was lifting off the ground. I just didn't know what I was doing. Disappointing. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I hope this has inspired you all. Don't forget, if you did like today's video, please drop a like, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below if you like today's video, and hit the notification bell so you're updated. Don't forget to join my group, Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle. I am scheduling a live with Kai Kirklow, sorry mate, where he's already hitting really good numbers in such a short space of time on his new store. So don't miss out on that. The exclusive group is coming along. I am going to be making some changes to the payment. I've decided that based off just general feedback, a monthly subscription plan does sound really good. However, I think that a lot of people would join and then leave straight away, and I don't want that. I want a group of people that are joined, that are committed, and I'm going to help, okay? So that will be changing. I am sorry if I have offended anyone or pissed anyone off by that, but that is a decision that I've made, and I am going to be flying with that. There's a cheat sheet below. Anyone new? Cheat sheet below. Free, completely free. You just have to download it. It's yours. It gives you 10 top tips to get started straight away. So make sure, if you haven't downloaded that, make sure to download it, okay? Very important. I do some one-on-one coaching, all right, as well. I always like to add that in the end. If you are interested, again, link down below if you are interested in that, okay? So I hope today's video has been inspirational, helpful, and giving you some perspective, all right? You know, you can see exactly sort of what went on. You know, the curtains are taken off, whatever the hell term they use, and you can see that I could have really pushed this much higher, and I made a lot of mistakes. I learned from it, and I'm where I'm at today, all right, from it. So it's disappointing, but I don't regret it. All right, well, thank you very much.